Welcome, everyone, to another episode of PC Building Simulator. In the last episode, we had a few PCs that needed fixing. It looks like we got some more emails in when I ended the day. So let's start with this one. Person wants some more RAM, it looks like. Got 2 gigs of RAM in there, so we will probably upgrade them to maybe 8 gigs of RAM. But let's take a look at their PC. Make sure I get the name right. Oops. This one. Let's throw this up on the workbench. We'll get the side panel off. Maybe we just get 3 more sticks of RAM and throw in there. I'm going to go ahead and cable this up. May even have some RAM in the inventory that we can put in. Let's take a look. Nope, just some A data. We could get another stick of that. So at least it runs. Let's go order them some more RAM. Let's see, we got one of those. Let's just add another one to the cart. Let's take a look at this one. Ooh, I'm getting some weird stutter. Hopefully that doesn't show up in the video. I'm going to power this one down just so we don't have to listen to the fan run. Diagnose and fix. Let's get this side panel off. And let's get our loud compressed air going. Get this filthy case cleaned out. There we go. Okay. Diagnose problem. Well, let's cable it up here. And does it power? Negative. Anything unplugged? I'm not seeing anything. Let's read their email. That was for Large Buddy. Large Buddy? Oh, Large Buddy. Okay. I slipped and fell on the PC and it made a nasty noise. Probably broke himself more than the PC. But let's take a gamble and start with the motherboard. Get everything unplugged here. And we'll see. Well, oh. Yep, gotta unplug stuff. Get everything unplugged here. Get the screws out. And we'll take out the unnecessary standoffs. Well, they're not unnecessary, but we will unnecessarily take them out. Because that's what this game makes us do. Let's take a look. Motherboard broken. So let's go order a motherboard. That was a good guess on my part. Let's see. Was it the... No. Was it that? Don't even remember now. Yep. Mortoni A320M. That right there. Let's get that. Let's take a look at these other emails. This one is a 5-star, which we are almost there. Can you fix my PC? Could you make some repairs? Whatever's broken, you'll need to have a look at it to work out what's happened. My granddad thought that the PC needed oiling, and the results don't seem good. Can you finish in 11 days? Is it okay that it's so dusty? Do you like cable modding? I saw some great plastic cyan ones the other day. Let's go ahead and accept that while we're here. That's a 5-star. We'll have to wait. Hi, are you available for a job? I used to build my own PCs, but I don't have the time anymore. Can you help? I have to be able to play Feudal Fantasy 13 minimum spec. I know the used parts can be cheaper, but I'd like new ones, please. I've had some bad experiences where people haven't properly benchmarked their changes. So $1,280 for a minimum spec Feudal Fantasy 13 PC. Let's accept that. Hi. So I need a new PC. If I can get to work, Adobe Photoshop CC recommended spec will make my life so much easier. Do you think you could do all of that in 10 days? Intel components are meant to be the bomb. Don't try and pass off any used parts. I want all new stuff. So Adobe Photoshop CC recommended spec, $1,295 budget. I think that's doable. Let's accept that one. Here's some more PC Bay deals, which I don't ever look at. Okay. So let's go ahead and actually let me get let me get these 2 PC builds put together. Then we can order it, end our day, and we'll get everything in. We can maybe even be able to build a couple of PCs in this episode. So I will be right back. Okay, so I am back. Where were we? For this PC, for Feudal Fantasy 13 minimum spec, we are going to need a Ryzen 5 1600, which I believe, let me see here. Get back to it. So yes, we need a Ryzen 5 6-core 1600, which we already have in stock. As far as everything else, we're going to use a Gigabyte GAAX 370 gaming motherboard, a Cooler Master Liquid 240, Team Group T-Force Dark. It was a one stick, 8 gig, and I think it was 3000 MHz. An MSI R9 280, an EVGA 450B3 power supply, a 1 terabyte hard drive, 240 gig SSD, and we're going to put that in the Antec Dark Avenger case, which I haven't built in yet, so that'll be something different, build in a different case. So then we need to build this other PC for Adobe Photoshop recommended spec. So let's see what we need for that. 9 gigs of RAM, 2 gigs of VRAM, 3 gigs of storage, a Pentium 4500, and a GTX 960, which I think we can do a lot better with the budget of $12.95 that he's given us. So I'm going to take another short break, figure out a build for this, and I will be right back. Okay, so for the Photoshop build, I've ordered another 450 watt EVGA power supply, another ADATA 240 gig SSD, Intel i5 6400, an H170 board, a Cooler Master Liquid 120, this DFL motivator. I've ordered 2 of those, 2 8 gig sticks, a MSI 1060 Gaming X, a 2 terabyte Seagate Barracuda, and we're going to put that in the NZXT S340 Elite. So let's go ahead and order this for next day delivery. We're going to go end our day, and we will get our parts in. Must complete job. Are you able to fix something for me? I think that was one of those 5-star that I don't think we can do. We will need to pay our rent today. Here's all of our parts. Don't remember how to pay rent. There we go. Landlord. You owe us $500. Oh, there you go. Get rid of that. I don't know where that one was. This one. Oh, maybe that wasn't a 5-star. Well, we're fixing these today, so we should be good to go. Let's get RAM put in this one. I think we got this A data. And he was complaining about slow PC performance. Whoops. This is not what I meant to do. Well, let's get this Celeron out of here. And I think I've got an i3. i3 6300. That's going to be a little bit better. It's used, was going to be a little bit better. I don't think he is too concerned about a used part. Let's pop that in there. Put some thermal paste. Let's get his... I think it was this. There we go. Let's get that installed. Let's connect the cable. Let's recable this thing that I unplugged accidentally. And let's see if it works. Probably need to install a USB drive and put will it run on here. That way we can make sure everything's good to go. Why is this taking so long? Okay. I'm confused. I thought we had something better than that in there. Well, what do we have in stock? Let's see. All this stuff might be too expensive to put in here. I didn't think we had a GT 1030 in there. Let's power this down. Let's get that out. Because that is no good. We'll figure that one out in a minute. Let's get this one put back together. Let's get our $4 from that. Let's get these standoffs in. And we'll get the motherboard screwed down. Perfect. Let's get CPU installed. I don't remember what they had for RAM, so let's take a look here. What am I looking for? Let's get some thermal paste on there. We'll get their cooler installed. I'll go ahead and wire some of this up. Get their graphics card in. Let's hook the cables up. While we're back here, let's get this plugged in. Let's make sure it boots. I'm going to go ahead and put this PCI lock on because I'm sure we're going to be good to go. Looks good to go to me. Get the side panel on. And we'll go put this one out in the hall so we can collect our money. Okay. That one needs a 750 Ti or something in it, which I don't know if we have. Let's check. Let's see. Man, I don't remember building that thing with a 1030 in it, but I'm sure I could go back and watch the video where I built it. And I put a 1030 in. Interesting. This 970 would work. I wonder how they feel about used parts. Let's go ahead and collect that one. Photoshop minimum $400. Let's try the 970. Let's see what it puts us. Puts us at price-wise. 232, that's not too bad. I think he had a budget of 400. So that's not even what I want to do. I want to click cable. Let's cable it up. Let's see what she does now. Okay, I think that's a winner. So let's get the side put back on. And we will get this powered down and put it out in the hall. Okay. Let's collect our money from that. Four days. I don't know if we're going to have 5 stars in 4 days. Or 3 days. So this one is over here. So let's see. Oh, this was the one that got oiled. Holy cow. It was a interesting graphics card solution with... Did not know... I didn't think Radeon cards required a SLI bridge of any kind. I thought it went through the motherboard. Oh, let's get the dust out of this thing. Maybe. There we go. So I don't really know what he oiled, but I am going to assume it was probably the motherboard. Man, these are like totally different graphics cards. I mean, they're the same, but totally different styles. Not really the solution I would use, but to each his own, I suppose. Let's see. Oh, here we go. It's one of those weird cases. Well, let's see if the motherboard's broken. Motherboards used broken. So we need AB350 Gaming 3. Let's go get one of those in our cart. There we go. I'm just going to go ahead and have same day delivery because we're not really hurting for money. We'll get this done. Get it out the door. So let's sell the broken one. And let's get the new one in. Okay. Let's get their processor installed. And we'll get their RAM in. There we go. Couldn't even tell where it went. Let's... get some thermal paste on here. And they had this cooler. And we'll go ahead and cable that up. We'll go ahead and cable a bunch of this stuff up while we're at it. Did they want any specific color? I feel like... was it this one? Plastic cyan. I don't know that I have those. Oops, cables. Plastic cyan, there they are. Let's put those in, since that's what they've asked for. Cable, plastic cyan cables. Well, they do look nice. Okay. Let's get their graphics cards installed. And we'll get the other one in. Uh-oh. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. Let's get those cables plugged in. Oops. I think that is everything. Except all the little parts that go on here. Let's have some sort of a... yes. Okay. Let's plug everything in. Make sure this works. While that's starting, I'm going to start putting this case back together. Okay. We're good to go. Let's get this out here. And let's collect our money. Got some new emails, got some parts. We'll deal with these emails later. So in the next episode, we are going to get to building these two PCs. Let's see. Is there anything else we wanted to do today? I don't think so, or in this episode. So yeah, in the next episode, we will build these two PCs. If you liked this episode, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to catch more of this content as soon as it goes live, click that subscribe button and the bell icon next to it to be notified immediately when a new episode goes live. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next episode.